The Steel City might be most associated with its legendary NFL franchise, but people here in Pittsburgh know that the ties to the Panthers run deep. Glad to have you with us here at Acrisure Stadium, home to the Pittsburgh Panthers. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Jayhawks will boot it away to start the game. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Bunch formation for these receivers. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. Going to try to get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. And now on second down for this offense. Wide receiver shows motion. Power football with the run. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
He's looking to throw it. Working that left side now. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to move it through the air. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Panthers.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. How about this crowd rattling the rafters and trying to help their defense? Off the play fake on first down to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job of reloading and bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football players and those wide open, up-tempo, high-scoring offenses that can give any SEC defense problems.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This is an interesting decision now for the head coach. You're trailing very early in the game. There's a lot of football left. But you're in a situation where you could go for it here and try and answer after your defense gave up that touchdown on the opening drive.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Quarterback checking the play. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You know, I know that wasn't a big gainer, but that's going to set some stuff up later for this offense. Trying to run the football and get it established is huge because play-action pass is a big part of what they try to do when they're throwing the ball.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Trying play action. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact.
This D coordinator, man, he will take sacks any way he can get them. They weren't able to get it right off the bat, but tremendous job pursuing. Nice speed. Everybody keeping their eye on the QB. They're able to force him out of bounds to create that negative play.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the returner will be brought down. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Well, last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. And that ball is picked off. Touchdown, Pitt. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
And stop it. How about back-to-back weeks with pick sixes? This guy is now making plays, not just for his defense. He's scoring points, and I promise you the locker room is a lot of fun. Mr. Pick Six, he's going to get a lot of congratulations and a lot of accolades this week.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
The Jayhawks will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score 10-14, Kansas 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Now the play fake. Now improvising. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Fair catch called for and made. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They've stumbled a little bit out of the gate here, Jesse, finding themselves down by 2 scores.
Yeah, and their defense needs to help them out and get off the field and get them some more possessions. This offense didn't spend a lot of time on the field in the first quarter, David. I think they got to run the ball here and try to establish some rhythm.
They got to establish something, and you're right. You'll wear your defense out. Continue. You keep getting the football back to them, to the other offense. You're wearing your defense out, and you'll have no shot to get back in this game.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. And the misconnection on third down.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Trying to get to it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Flips it out to the back. Across the 25, he's got room. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Really, really nice football play. Man, I got to understand option football. I got to play my responsibility, make sure that I know what I'm doing. Look at the linebacker. Great job doing that. Staying patient, getting to the quarterback, making the big tackle.
On the run, fires downfield. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Virginia Tech has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside Lane Stadium. They're up by 11 over Notre Dame. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The option look. He'll toss it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And that pass is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man down the middle. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about right here. Seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
Movement here from the tight end. He'll call his own number. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost a yard.
They need a conversion on 3rd and 3 to make the most of that great starting field position. To the ground to try to move the chains. Ran through the contact. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd and goal for this offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Going for 6. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
I love defenses that make big plays, that understand what they're trying to get from the offense, understand how to attack it, jump some of these routes, make these interceptions, and then not only that, when you get the football, try to do something with it. Don't slide down. Don't take a knee. Try to bring that thing back to the house. You set your offense up for great field position.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Going up top. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Pitt will kick off, ready to get things started here in the 3rd quarter. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side of the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
And the Jayhawks want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
You got to wonder if that's a moral victory for this offensive line, because they have not been running the ball well at all game long. But on that short yardage situation, they finally pick it up, and maybe that's going to be the catalyst for them to get this thing going and spark the run game.
Goes to the option. Now the pitch. At midfield, he's got room. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Got it behind the line. It's Fuentes. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, the ground game. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that 1st down on that run.
Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? And the quick shuffle pass.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
If this offense wants to stay in this game, they have to punch it in on this drive. It's 3rd and goal. Go straight ahead. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pulled the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That ball's incomplete. They had the screen all set up, and he couldn't hang on to the ball.
Hey, 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
And the returner is stopped. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He'll try to take it back. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Panthers!
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get 1 pick six in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Offense getting set for 1st down. Out of the gun to give to the back. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Pittsburgh 28, Kansas 3.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game. You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They want that clock to run. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
They'll give it to him again. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, 4th quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys.